We're going to try this one more time. We're going to try this one more time to see if we're coming through clearly. One more time, y'all. Get up out of that. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if y'all in the building and y'all coming through. If y'all can hear me coming through clearly. So we got this here coming through. Got us live right there. Oh yes, we in the building, y'all. So we got this here coming through. We in the building. We're in the building. I am your gracious, most gracious host of the century. But y'all know what? They've changed all the software on my program, and I do not like that. I do not like that. Okay? I don't like that. Y'all come on to the building. Y'all can hear your boy Dr. Juice in the building. We're gonna get the live chat jumbotron going. I'm just trying to tap in with y'all right quick while we have the libations going. We want to see what the family has to say on this Tuesday. Y'all come on into the building. I got some few things I want to chop up, man. I want to chop up in today's topic. You know, the subject matter, we're going to try to explore illegal immigration, political misrepresentation, and believe this is going to be a case study for Urban Matters BMG. It's going to be a case study for reparations for Indigenous Americans. If you can trace your ancestors back to the 1700s right here in America, then guess what? You own this whole joint. You built it. You were the foundation of it. You designed it. See, somebody had to design America. So you got to ask yourself that question. Who designed America? Who designed America? Who was that old way back then to be in America, to be partaking in the design of the whole country? And see what they're doing politically. They want us to, like, hate our country, act like it's such a horrible place. And man, this is why I was raised, man. My ancestors, y'all know, we down here in Florida. And we gotta have pride, man. I was having a conversation with a guy today, a gentleman. I like to think he's a gentleman, but he was kind of getting his panties in a bunch about me saying that I have pride in who I am as an Indigenous American. I have pride in who I am. I'm always gonna have pride, but when we have pride, it's like we're being divisive. But when everybody else can have pride, gay pride, they can have Puerto Rican Pride Day, they can have all these pride days, Latino Day, Cinco de Mayo, all of this, all these different holidays, and they never give us an opportunity to join them in their holidays. They always just like, oh, this is our stuff, and we don't have to explain to you. We don't have to give you an excuse of why we call it just what we call it, and it's just for us. But every time we get something going, some type of coalition movement or something, we got to always call everybody coalition allies. We got to call them all this fake stuff that they're not being, all so they can piggyback and hustle us off of our struggle. Because let's keep it 100, we were the only ones hanging from those trees. We were the only one in Mississippi, Alabama, being tar and feathered. We were the only one in indigenous people that were indentured servants, or should I say slaves. So there's a difference between indentured servants and also slaves. So we're gonna start chopping that up for y'all real quick. But yeah, today, man, let's talk about real quick first. The subject matter, immigration, or this illegal immigration, I should say. You got a lot of our people out here stumping the ground for people that's coming over here breaking the law. Now, if you go down the street and you break the law, Grady Judd gonna have you and your family on the news, and you're gonna be locked up. And they're gonna do a perp walk. You know what a perp walk is? That's a perpetrator walk where they take you and they got all the cameras flashing and you in cuffs and they telling them what you did. It's basically called public humiliation. And so that's what they do to us. But we gonna sit around here and be, you know, putting on the cape like we finna become a superhero and go and save everybody who come across the border who don't belong here. Let this be known, man. When you have undocumented people in your country or in your land, they can become spies, they can take over, they can cause all types of attacks because you don't even know who they are. You don't even know their real name. But you fighting and stumping the ground, and here it is, you've been fighting and stumping the ground for 60, 70 years, calling it civil rights, and you have got civil nothing. And that's not because you can't have civil rights. That's because you're making the wrong choices in your political leaders. That's what's going on. And so I gotta chop this thing up, man. We're talking about what we're talking about. And y'all remember, I try to keep stuff into the Chumbotron. You know what I'm saying? So we can, get the message across. And I used to have a lot of stuff on here, man, and they have taken all my stuff off and they putting their stuff on. When you got a good channel, they'll erase all your stuff and put all the streaming website. They'll make their advertisement and their marketing within yours. So I got to go back through all my stuff and edit it. So thank you for visiting the Urban Matters BMG. Remember, when you participate in these social media spaces, it's always important that you control your own narratives. That's what we try to do here at Urban Matters BMG. We'll allow you to speak and let your voice be heard, not what the mainstream media is talking about. We don't care about illegal immigration right now. We don't care about Chicago and they're trying to make illegal immigration and they call them these sanctuary cities and all of that. No, we are thumping the ground for indigenous Americans, the urban people of America who've been here for 5, 6, 7, 8 centuries right here in America. We did not come from Africa. We did not know. It's a remnants of us. It is a group of us that are not from Africa. We didn't descend from Africa. Everybody came from Africa, even white people. They can trace their lineages back to Africa. Maybe not certain parts, but yes, we know that Africa is the oldest alleged civilization, and it's not called Africa, but that's a whole nother story. I'm gonna put y'all on some game later on. So y'all listen, tap in, man, and hit the like button when you come into the building. Hit the like button 100 times so that the algorithm can come over here to Urban Matters BMG and we can chop up this heavy game, man. We can chop this heavy game up. We can keep it going. We can start schooling these. Yo, we got a lot of beta males out here, man, and they like to come on the channel sometimes and ghost watch. You know what a ghost watcher is? A ghost watcher is somebody who comes on the page but they don't really say nothing. They don't really give no input, but they just want to try to monitor what you're doing. You get what I'm saying? So that's why going forward, we're going to start having some moderators on here so we can moderate who coming in. So, because y'all don't realize this how algorithms work, and this is how analytics work on social media site. When you click my page, when you look at my stuff, I can tell you looked at it. It give me your name and everything. All I got to do is go into my analytics session of section of my page. See, y'all don't even know. It's a lot. I'm talking about, and I'm not talking about everybody. I'm talking about the little ghost watchers who's butthurt all the time and worried about, you know, the big bad daddy Trump and he gonna hurt. How you a grown man and scared of Trump? How? How? Please tell me how. How are you a grown man and you scared of Trump? Huh? I almost went somewhere just then. I'm gonna leave that alone. I'm gonna leave that alone. What's going on, Mr. Wells? Cross the highway boy in the building. Yes, sir. Cross the highway. Salute. Salute. Yeah, man. But I was just tapping in with y'all real quick, chopping up some real quick game. I want to also go to political misrepresentation. So let's go to people like Jasmine Crockett, Brandon Johnson, Mayor Bowser of Washington, D.C., Al Green of Texas. He's a senator or some type of representative down there. Al Sharpton, Roland Martin. You know what I'm saying, if you Joy Reid, if you're letting these people control your narrative, Donna Lemon, if you're letting these people control your narrative, man, you are so the part of the problem. You are so part of the problem. Why nothing is getting done. Don Lemon is pushing LGBT agendas over you. And not to say my LGBT brothers, y'all ain't cool. But y'all gotta get in where y'all fit in. We are the more population. Foundational Black Americans, the Indigenous Americans of America. We are the most popular class of people right now in the world. Everybody mimics us. Everybody want to bite our style. Everybody want to have swag like us. Call it what you want. But at the same time, everybody try to come over here and blend in and cosplay and try to make it seem as if, oh, uh, we're being divisive all because we're like, hold on, man, pump your brakes, pump your brakes, pump your brakes. And so, yeah, that's what we're doing right now, man. So let me make sure I got all my stuff plugged up here, y'all. I think I lost my laptop back here. So we're gonna crank it back up. Get that back crunk because I keep a lot of information on that as well. But we was just chopping up some heavy game about political misrepresentation and why this is why reparations are owed to Indigenous Americans. So it's owed to us because the same way everybody's coming over here now, taking advantage of the resources. And you as a Black American, I should say, I hate using that word Black, but you as a foundational Indigenous Black American, you are being neglected. That is why you're paying all these high taxes now. You got all these high bills now, your electric bill, utilities, home insurance, car insurance. You keep America running. You are a don't they're not going to tell you this, but you are the true middle class. And you are the true middle class, and how do I say this? You are the most important class of persons in the world. Everybody is banking on your employment, your retirement, and your well-being. And we'll go into where the taxes go, but there's a political misrepresentation of certain party in politics right now that they want to make it seem like if you don't vote for them, you ain't Black. If you don't vote for me, you ain't Black. If you don't vote for me, you ain't Black. Who that sound like? Huh? No, I'm not gonna specifically do anything for Black people. Who that sound like, y'all? So y'all are being misrepresented. If you're voting, but you're not getting any tangible resources for your vote. I heard Latino people running around here with $8,000 worth of food stamps. And not to say that you should want food stamps, but that's your tax. That's what you pay taxes for on. Those $8,000 they run around with, and then they still get another $5,000 check, cash to cash, and you can't get nothing from the government. At least when Trump was in office, we was getting stimuluses. I didn't get a stimulus while I don't know if anybody else got a stimulus while Biden and Kamala was in, but I didn't get one. And I'm a business owner. And did y'all hear about Trump just brought out, how homeowners association, if you don't pay your homeowners dues, they can come and repossess your property, put a lien on your property, and your homeowners can take your property. Yeah, Trump cut that out in Florida. I don't know why in any other state, but in Florida, your homeowners association cannot put you in the credit bureau anymore and try to put liens on your property and try to foreclose on your property just because you got behind on your homeowners dues. That's negative. That's not happening anymore. So, hey, listen, y'all chop it up with me, man. I just had to come in and just let y'all know what we're going to finish discussing this week. Immigration, illegal immigration, political misrepresentation, and we're going to do a case study. And we're working on a case study of reparations for Indigenous American, man. Y'all stay tuned in. I'm the gracious host, Dr. Juice, signing off. We're coming at you live again. I might do a show in the morning, y'all. Yeah, I got a little time tomorrow. I got a little doctor's appointment. So y'all tap in with me. Urban Matters.